Mr. Kiran Inamdar sir, Honorable Dr. Dhananjay Gaikwad sir, Honorable Dr. Vijay Wadai sir. All speakers are star speakers, but Dr. Tushar Devarasi is a rock star among all the speakers, I would say. I think that this is the first conference organized in the evening. And why this time slot selected? So, due to the scorching sun, daytime was avoided and we preferred for the first time. And I hope that you will enjoy this session. See, we have labeled the conference as World Conference. We labeled it as International Conference. But we should clarify that there is no participants from other state or other nation. Only 2 speakers are from Chicago. It doesn't mean that it's a World Conference. I know that. But I would like to tell all the dignitaries and the participants that before 3 years we organized International Conference in Dubai. It was really a novel idea for Arts Commerce College. And it is very surprising that 3 of our non-teaching participants, non-teaching staff members, they attended the conference. They flew for the first time. So most of the colleges are rich and most of the teaching staff, they could not enjoy this facility. But our non-teaching staff, they don't have much salaries, but they could afford this. And it was only because of the guidance of Honorable Anna Sahib Parvekar and Arun Bhaji Povaru that we could organize such world conference. So this is the beginning. Our next plan is that actually it was planned that we wanted to go to Singapore. We wanted to visit different schools and colleges. But due to Corona, we had to postpone it. So those who have registered, so they can think of this plan that they can participate in international conference hereafter on the same topic. So I would like to say that I'm very happy, and our college, and particularly the coordinator, Dr. Sanjay Tamgadge, Dr. Gajanan Rahate, they worked very hard, and all organizing team members. So we got registration of 225 members from different parts. Most of it could not travel, so we got 225 papers. Only first volume is published today, the word international. Now let's come to the topic that what is startup, what is entrepreneurship, and what is international education, what is education pattern, and what are the placement facilities and abroad. Actually, this conference is divided into 2 parts. The first part will discuss and explain the startups, and the second part will introduce education system in USA, education system in Germany, Europe, even Finland, or even Ukraine or Russia. 2 experts will focus on startup and 2 experts will focus on international education system. Most of the students, they should go abroad. Because see, this was my dream. When I joined this college, my dream was that my college student should be an IAS officer. And Gaikwad sir and Inamdar sir, I'm very happy to share you that our college student from commerce faculty became IAS last year. And this year, our arts student cleared the prelim. He could not qualify for the final, but that is also an achievement from arts and commerce faculty. So I want that, this is my dream, that my college should be international study center. The students from foreign countries should study in this college, study in Yavatmal. Yesterday I had very long discussion with the Honorable Vice Chancellor, and I said that I feel very bad that there is not a single student from foreign country in our university. And he said, what can be done? So I said that there are so many things. And I gave reference of Shirsagar sir, Chatur sir, Kunte sir, because they belong to physical education college. And they managed to get students from Kashmir. They could manage to get students from Gujarat, or they could get some students from Karnataka also. So if the principals of physical education college can get students from other states, so university can afford, university can plan for international student exchange. And this is the beginning, this is the first step. But I want that we should teach business skills. Our students should start business. Our students should be at the top in business, because we we know that government cannot create employment. But see, we want to establish our students. And whatever we can imagine, that is the reality. And with this note, with this hope that this gathering, this conference will be a grand success. Thank you very much.
शांत सा तूफान है, तू मंद मंद गंध सुगंध, हर क्षितिज तेरा सम्मान है। तुझे जीतना वही जहाँ हारना नहीं, बलस्थल ही तेरी दुंदुबी है। तू अकल्प तू विकल्प परिहार्यता का तू अर्थ है। तू रंग संग अंग अभंग प्रेरणा श्रोता परम्पार है। तू शस्त्र अस्त्र चारित्र चरित्र जन जन का आशावाद है। दिस इज व्हाट द स्पिरिट हिडन बिहाइंड
development and CSR, that is corporate social responsibility. A national trainer motivator in entrepreneurship development by the University of Durham Business School, Durham, UK. National evaluator of training trained by Department of Personnel Training of Government of India. Expert in corporate social responsibilities, integrated village development, member of Social Audit Network. He is worked with Udyog Mantra Pune, Bhavde Engineering Limited, Hemendra Kothari Foundation and Wildlife Conservation Trust, Mumbai.
मुंबईची मुंबई कशामुळे झाली? आपण जपान का बरं ओळखायला लागला? ह्याच्यावर जर विचार केला तर ह्या मागे सगळ्यामागे कोण आहे? तर उद्योजकीय प्रवृत्ती, उद्योजकीय व्यक्तिमत्व. ज्या भागात उद्योजक जास्त असतात तिथे डेव्हलपमेंट फास्ट होते, इंडस्ट्रियलायझेशन जोरात होतं आणि जगाच्या पाठीवरचं जे काही लेटेस्ट असेल, जे काही नवीन असेल ते तिथे ताबडतोब येते. आणि या 2022 साली काही भाग असा आहे पूर्ण जगाच्या पाठीवर की तिथे अजून इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पोचली नाही आहे. तिथल्या लोकांना एज्युकेशन काय असतं हे पण माहीत नाही. आदिवासी कसं जगायचं, चक्क प्राण्यांसारखे लोक जगत आहेत. हा जो फरक आहे हा कोणामुळे पडतो? तर फक्त उद्योजकांमुळे पडतो. जिथे उद्योजक जास्त तिथे डेव्हलपमेंट फास्ट, जिथे उद्योजकता कमी तिथे डेव्हलपमेंट फार हळूहळू. एंटरप्रेन्युअर मीन्स एन ऑन्टॉलॉजिकल लीडर. तुमचा पहिला प्रश्न असेल ऑन्टॉलॉजिकल म्हणजे काय? तर ऑन्टॉलॉजिकल लीडर म्हणजे बिईंग अ लीडर. आता बघा, आपण सगळे प्राध्यापक आहात असं मला सांगण्यात आलेलं आहे. प्राध्यापक लोकांना बऱ्यापैकी माहिती असते, तुमचा अभ्यास चांगला झालेला असतो, तुम्हाला थेरॉटिकल सगळं माहिती असतं. त्याला आपण नोईंग म्हणूया. आणि नोईंग आणि बीइंग ह्याच्यात जमीन आसमानाचा फरक आहे. नोईंग म्हणजे काय? सगळं माहिती असणं. उद्योजक म्हणजे काय? माहिती आहे, परीक्षा घेतली तर 100 पैकी 100 मार्क मिळणार, 100% पास. पण हेच जर उद्योजक व्हायचा वेळ आली तर या नोईंगचा तेवढा काही उपयोग होणार नाही, कारण बीइंग काहीतरी वेगळंच आहे. एक्सपिरियन्शियल रियालिटी ही पूर्ण वेगळी आणि थिअरॉटिकल नॉलेज हे पूर्ण वेगळं. मग उद्योजक काय आहे? तर ऑन्टॉलॉजिकल लीडर आहे. उद्योजकाला जर एखादा सायंटिस्ट हवा असेल तर तो सायंटिस्ट जगाच्या पाठीवरून शोधून आणतो, त्याला पटवतो, त्याला मोटिवेट करतो, त्याला वेगवेगळे आमिष दाखवतो आणि त्याच्याकडून काम करून घेतो. म्हणजे आपण असं म्हणू शकतो, मॅनेजमेंटची सोपी व्याख्या जी आहे, मॅनेजमेंट इज गेटिंग थिंग्स डन, अगदी सोपी व्याख्या आहे. पण ही खूप जुनी व्याख्या झाली. मॅनेजमेंट इज गेटिंग थिंग्स डन हे बरोबर आहे, पण असं काम करून घ्या की समोरच्याला असं वाटलं पाहिजे की हे माझंच काम आहे. आणि उद्योजक हे बरोबर ओळखतो आणि ज्याच्याकडून काम करून घ्यायचं आहे त्याला वाटेल ते करून, त्याला मोटिवेट करून, त्याला पैसे देऊन, त्याला पद देऊन तो त्याच्याकडून काम करून घेतो. हे स्किल आहे आणि हे स्किल शक्यतो कोणत्याही अभ्यासक्रमात शिकवलं जात नाही. मग काही लोकांना वाटतं की ते मुळातच असायला पाहिजे का? तर मुळात असलं तर उत्तमच आहे, पण नसलं तर ते शिकवता येतं. म्हणजे उद्योजकतेबद्दल जो भ्रम आहे की उद्योजक फक्त उद्योजकाच्या घरातच जन्माला यायला पाहिजे, तो घरात जन्माला आला तर उद्योजक होण्याचे चान्सेस जास्त आहेत. पण एखाद्या घरात उद्योजकता नसेल, घरातले सगळे जर नोकरी करणारे असतील तर त्यालासुद्धा उद्योजक बनवता येतं. म्हणूनच आम्ही गेले 35 वर्ष 36 वर्ष डॉक्टर धनंजय गायकवाड, मी, आम्ही हे सगळं उद्योजकता जी आहे ते महाराष्ट्रात, भारतात आम्ही हे शिकवत आहोत.
Startups in India. Sir, please.
Today this topic was given to me by Dr. Uday sir, keeping in mind, nowadays since 2016, the word comes with startup and startup. Exactly what is this startup? Any person can start his business, as Kiran sir was saying about the entrepreneurship. Innovation in the product or services by creating wealth and employment is called startup. In the introductory speech of Dr. Uday sir, he was telling about the exchange program, student exchange program. It was the first time he was planning to have international students in his college. This is nothing but an innovation. This innovation, it comes under a startup. But thing is that to start a new enterprise with the innovative ideas is called a new startup. What is innovation and what is creativity? Now, what is startup? Startup is any concept which is innovative, either product or services. Providing the services like Ola and Uber, it comes under startup. So, why it is necessary in India? Previously, before 2016, everyone was talking about giving employment, creating wealth. Since 2016, it has been realized that the invention and the research in India, it has gone down. If we are considering the total GDP and investment in research and development, it is not more than 2%. So government took initiative. They are providing umbrella to the entrepreneurs for having innovative ideas and creating the wealth. What is this innovation then? Those who are professors here and those who are entrepreneurs, what do you mean by innovation? Something new with the existing is called innovation. We are having certain products. If the products, whatever we have, if we are manufacturing the same product with another manufacturing ideas, so it comes under innovation. So innovation always give you a better chance for the what we are calling it the less manufacturing cost, and you can have the multiple production of that. As far as services are concerned, innovative services, it is related with the creativity. As everyone here, they are creative. Are you creative? Yes or no? Yes. Kiti log creative hath war kara bakta? Okay, thank you very much. All people are creative. What do you mean by creative then? As we are the professor, we are creative in teaching methodology. We have our own students. Those students sitting in the front bench, we are having very much affection with them. Those at the middle, we are having doubt on them. Those at the last benches, we are very much aware from these people. So the strategy what we are using is innovation in your training, in your teaching. So innovation is what? Something new in the existence, either manufacturing or the services, we are calling it as innovation. Let us have a get together. And त्या गेट टुगेदरमध्ये यू मस्ट हॅव अ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशन, आणि त्या ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशनमधनं आपल्याला जे इनोव्हेटिव्ह आयडियाज निघतील ते आपल्याला स्टुडंट पुढे मांडायचे. बाय हॅव्हिंग सच इनोव्हेटिव्ह आयडियाज, मोर एम्प्लॉयमेंट विल बी क्रिएटेड विथ हायर मार्जिन, विथ हायर टर्नओव्हर. जिथं टर्नओव्हर जास्ती झाला की पर कॅपिटल इन्कम वाढेल, जिथं एम्प्लॉयमेंट त्यांनी द्यायला लागले की अनएम्प्लॉईड लोकांना काम मिळायला लागेल. आता इनोव्हेटिव्ह प्रोडक्टमध्ये आलेले आहेत, सगळ्या ठिकाणी ते वापरायला लागलेले आहेत. म्हणून मला असं वाटतं की ज्या ठिकाणी जे डेमोग्राफी आहे आपली, ज्या ठिकाणचं आपलं कल्चर आहे, त्याच्यावर आधारित आपण इनोव्हेशन करायला हरकत नाही आहे. तुमचे क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर सर्वात शेवटी मी घेईन, काय असतील तरच. आपण सर्वांनी शांतपणे ऐकून घेतलं त्याबद्दल मी तुमचा आभारी आहे. आदरणीय अण्णासाहेबांचा आणि कॉलेजचा मी आभारी आहे. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Coming to Tushar Vinod Devras, sir, Dr. Tushar Vinod Devras is the chairman and managing director of Institute Career Counseling Academy, USA. He has over 25 years of experience in mentoring students all over the world. He holds a PhD in career counseling with major research focus on the use of analytics in career counseling. He previously served as a scientist in the Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Institute Academy is working to provide students with the best career options, matching their skills, abilities, and personalities, and mentor them for quality and affordable education in top universities around the world. Dr. Deoras has also received numerous prestigious awards from both government and private organizations. Sir, please give us your insight on education with placement in abroad.
But if you do not have the great teachers, that building has nothing. And that is why today's topic is slightly modified with the teachers and with the permission of the institution. International and internationalization of education. And ultimately, what is the role of education or role of the faculty or teachers? And I always believe the fulcrum of all the initiatives is we need to make India great. We don't want to make the world great. I don't want to make the America great or the UK great or the Australia great. We want to make India great. We want to make our institutions in India great. So I believe the quality education and successful career is a fundamental right. So I always start with the career part of it. For what is 15 years, 20 years down the line, students will need whether we possess these skills today. And that is why the teacher's role is going to be very, very critical. I will take one by one example and I will relate to the government policies, what is being announced and how we can take, because you are today implementing those policies, how we can really add the innovation to those policies and we can take one step ahead in terms of that. The government of India has announced the 100% FDI in education. You may be knowing now the international universities will be venturing into India. They will be setting up a big campuses here in India. And you will see next 5 to 10 years, you will see mushrooming of international educations in India. It is going to be a very, very different world which we will be seeing, an education system is today in a great transformation phase. So in that extent, institutions needs to be prepared for that. As a start, I said, the quality of the teachers is the paramount. Why? What is the difference which international universities are offering? Today, we are not able to, unfortunately, produce a single Nobel laureate for many, many years. Today, 84% of the research happens into international universities. 3G, 4G is not developed by Apple or Samsung or Microsoft or Google. It is the university professors who develop the technology. And when the 4G is developed, the Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, everybody makes money. They pour thousands of crores of rupees into innovation and research, into the institutions. And today, that is what is the first fundamental difference is when the teachers are teaching who are doing research, we should not run our educational institutions on student fees. We should be running our educational institution with the research funding. Government of India, complete education budget, complete Government of India Education Department budget is close to, I think, 96,000 crores. And if you see the Stanford University, they have close to 2.5 lakh to 3 lakh crores. Their research budget. We are nowhere close to whole of India, the budget of a government of India. To even 1 or 2 universities also, we are not able to match that budget of the funding part of it. They are sitting on the cash there. They are doing the innovation. They are bringing the products day by and day out. Innovation is happening. Why can't we have the great teachers? Why can't we have the collaborative approach and we bring that funding, what we did in the information technology sector? How the Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, what they did differently? They brought 1,000 crores project they could execute in India at 500 crores. This is not the time to compete with anybody. This is the time, this is the time to collaborate. We have great courses worldwide free of cost. There is no fees from Harvard to Stanford to MIT, free of cost. You go to EDX, Coursera sites, you will find the tremendous skill development courses free of cost. Not a single, you get a certification from the top universities, and you learn. The teacher has to be made mandatory every year. So many courses, every teacher has to be done. Because unless it is a fulcrum, it's a teachers makes the institution. If the teachers are not learning, it is not upgrading their skill as the world is moving, the students will be always be their deficiency. So now this is the time to really, we should tie up with the international university. You are running partial course here and partial course in international university, or you are running complete course, American university course in this institution with the latest syllabus. We train the teachers, we do the faculty to faculty exchange, we train into that, and ultimate aim, as I said at the start, is the research outsourcing part. So we bring the research part into the institution. So twinning program, joint degrees, which government is announced, government has put some restrictive things. Astute goes one step further. Astute says now this is the time to collaborate, and we will work with the institutions, we will work with the faculty to really grade whatever best practices are there in this premises. That is the way, and it is the faculty, if that takes interest, they will be interacting with the international faculty. We will talk of syllabus. We can start a separate division. Whatever is continuing with the university courses, you start a separate courses which will be futuristic. Then employment. Somebody goes to IIM Ahmedabad, never think of job. He will have multiple jobs. Quality, it is a knowledge base to the students. If they are already having, there should not be. And when, as I said, as the international education is coming, these are giants. Competition is going to be this severe. Unless you collaborate into next 5 years, or you close down the institution, that is going to be their muscle power. They can say 3 years education free. And that is why it is going to be very, very important role which teachers are playing. So new education policy and the internationalization is no choice for any teachers. If we have to compete with the world, we want to provide the best of the services into that. It is going to be very, very, and the financial autonomy. Once the research funding start coming, we can provide free education here. Anybody can come to this college, will get a free education. We should not be. Teacher salary will not come from the student fees. And then teachers will be paid very, very high. Germany is a free education. Even MBBS you do, engineering you do, all are free. Because they are getting so much research funding. America, MIT, 94% is the free students. In MIT, 94% students in that college, only 6% very high bracket students pay the fees. All others don't pay the fees. 94% free education in US, MIT type of institution. All Ivy League university, you say the money is never a problem. Financial closure. That is the thing we need to bring to India, and that is why the Astute as an educational reformist, I have been given the time, is we have the short of time. So I will try to close it now. So it is really a great threat from the international community. But whatever crux which I said is the teachers, institution and the faculty. Internationalization is not a choice. Not a choice. It is mandatory today, else it is a question of survival. Thank you very much.
He has worked as a principal with D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, MIT College of Engineering, Sinhagad Academy of Engineering, and Trinity Academy of Engineering, and many others. He has done his PhD in electronics and telecommunication and has published over 200 research papers. He has 20 patents published under his name, and 2 of which have been granted. He has mentored 12 students who have received their PhD degrees under his supervision. His areas of specialization and expertise are healthcare in depression and cancer detection, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Really welcome you to give your insight for education and placements in abroad.
Should we really send our sons or daughter to the abroad education for? Then later on, I was surprised to know that if the students aspire and decide that he wanted to make the career, he will get it. But in abroad, there is no such placement cell. There is no guarantee for the placement. They are interested to making the career of the student. They try to shape the career and they ensure that their career is enhanced and made strong, their profile, so that the industry directly adopt them. तेवढं त्यांना स्ट्रॉंग बनवतात. नुसते मार्क्स नाही. So whatever Dr. Tushar Devras has mentioned, that profiling of the career is very essential, which is done there in abroad. And that is why the abroad university have set up the career center. They explore the possibilities, which are the companies they are around, and they guide there. And they shape there for this company, what are the prerequisites, what are those things which are required. They are honed and they are trained accordingly and make the things available for them. But very few people, hardly 5 to 7% of the total students do aspire to go to for the entrepreneurship, because of the success rate to be entrepreneur is very, very less. And hence, there are hundreds of the schemes are there, but are we really deserving for that? Everything you will get it, but are you deserving for that? मग incubation center असायला पाहिजे, where lots of hundreds of
superb blend, superb fusion of two many important things that opened our eyes. It was a clear mirror shown to the academicians we need to follow. I would like to invite Mr. Anna Sahib Deshmukh Parvekar, ex-MLA, Yavatmal, and President Abba Sahib Parvekar Vidya Mandir, Yavatmal, for his presidential speech.
उपस्थित असलेले प्राध्यापक बंधू व भगिनींनो, आपले या कॉन्फरन्समध्ये स्वागत करतो. आबासाहेब पार्वेकर महाविद्यालयाच्या जळणघडणीत स्वर्गीय डॉक्टर काणेजी, स्वर्गीय श्री चंदूभाई पबारूजी, स्वर्गीय प्राचार्य कोठारीजी, स्वर्गीय विठ्ठलभाईजी यांचे मोलाचे योगदान आम्हाला लाभलेले आहे. या महाविद्यालयाची प्रगती प्राचार्य डॉक्टर नावलेकर आल्यानंतर झपाट्यानं झाली. आमच्या प्राचार्याविषयी थोडेसे विद्यापीठाचा उत्कृष्ट प्राचार्य म्हणून पुरस्कार मिळाले व ते नॅक पियर टीम मेंबर आहेत. PM रुईकर ट्रस्ट या नामांकित संस्थेचे अध्यक्ष आमचे प्राचार्य आहेत. नॅक नवीन गाईडलाईन्सनुसार B++ ग्रेड मिळवणारे पार्वेकर महाविद्यालय हे यवतमाळ जिल्ह्यातील पहिले महाविद्यालय आहे. वाटतं हे आहे पहिले महाविद्यालय आहे. महाविद्यालयाचे निवृत्त प्राध्यापक आदमने सर, स्वर्गीय प्राध्यापक ढाले सर, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर चौधरी सर, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर तिडके सर, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर गिरी मॅडम, प्राध्यापक मनोहर मॅडम, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर बनसोड मॅडम, प्राध्यापिका देशमुख मॅडम यांचंही बहुमोल योगदान या महाविद्यालयाला लाभलेलं आहे. या महाविद्यालयास कोणतीही कोर्ट केस व वाद नाही. सर्वांच्या सहकार्याने महाविद्यालय सुरळीत आहे. आजचे मार्गदर्शक हे नामवंत आहे व त्यांच्या मार्गदर्शनाचा फायदा यानंतर पण मिळत राहील हा विश्वास आहे. या महाविद्यालयाची स्पर्धा कोणाशीही नाही, पण सहकार्य नेहमी राहील. आम्ही गुणवत्ता पाहून प्रवेश देत नाही, तर प्रवेश घेणाऱ्या प्रत्येक विद्यार्थ्यामध्ये गुणवत्ता निर्माण करतो. करोना काळामुळे यावर्षी प्रत्येक वर्गाच्या 50 विद्यार्थ्यांना मोफत प्रवेश दिले गेले. या महाविद्यालयात जिल्ह्यात सर्वात जास्त संगणक उपलब्ध आहेत. या जिल्ह्याची ऑनलाईन परीक्षा केंद्र आहेत. स्कॉलर्स व्हिजन कॉन्फरन्स प्रोसिडिंग अतिशय चांगल्या दर्जाचे व मल्टीकलर आहे. महाविद्यालयाचे माजी विद्यार्थी अझरुद्दीन काजी IAS झाले. आकाश चिकटे आंतरराष्ट्रीय हॉकी गोलकीपर तसेच अक्षय कर्णेवार हा IPL क्रिकेट खेळाडू हे महाविद्यालयाचे भूषण आहे. आदरणीय स्वर्गीय चंदूभाईजी पबारू यांच्याकडून दरवर्षी उत्कृष्ट विद्यार्थी पुरस्कार 11,000चा जो प्राप्त होतो तो प्रीतम सरगर याला मिळाला आहे. या कॉन्फरन्समुळे विद्यार्थ्यांचे उद्योजकता वाढेल आणि यवतमाळ जिल्ह्यातील विद्यार्थी विदेशात शिक्षण व जॉब मिळवू शकतील हा विश्वास वाटतो. सर्व उपस्थितांचे आभार व आयोजक प्राचार्य नावलेकर, डॉक्टर तामगाडगे, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर रहाटे व सर्व शिक्षकेतर कर्मचाऱ्याचे अभिनंदन. सर्वांचे आभार. धन्यवाद.
Professor Dr. Sanjay Tamgade sir for vote of thanks. Sanjay sir, please.
First of all, I express my sincere thanks to Honorable Annasaheb Parvekar, President Abasaheb Parvekar Vidya Mandir Yavatmal, for sparing his valuable time and accepting our invitations as a chairpersons of the program. I am also thankful to Honorable Arunbhai Pobaru sir, Vice President Abasaheb Parvekar Vidya Mandir Yavatmal. My sincere thanks to Mr. Kiran Inamdar, Dr. Dhananjay Gaikwad, Dr. Tushar Devras, and Vijay Vadavi sir for guiding and sharing their views with us. I am also thankful to